Hi Gemini, here with another general reading for the sign of Gemini. So this could resonate with anyone who has Gemini strongly in their chart. Again, this is a general reading and will not fit for everyone. It may only make sense for a few of you, but hopefully there's something here that you can take with you in your travels ahead, Gemini. Let's go ahead and get the cards out on the table. For those of you who do not like the shuffling, just please move forward in the video to where the reading begins. And there's usually somebody who will put the timestamp in the comment section. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. What's happening now for this group of Geminis? Gemini, this goes for the next 7 to 10 days, but then also realizing that we're all moving at different speeds and through different depths of experiences. So we could be moving a little slower or a little faster than the average energy. All right, so let's look here at what's happening for this group of Gemini people. For this group of Gemini people, what's happening currently for this group of Gemini people? Is it up? Is it down? I usually don't do reversals, Gemini. Lately I've been including them in a little bit more, but I generally can feel the energies anyway, and I prefer not to use reversals. It's just my style. That's just how I read. That's just how I read. The sun energy coming in for current energy for Gemini. Death energy. Yeah. There's a transformation here. There's a transformation happening here. You're walking away from okay, I need to get everything out on the table here. What's the guidance for the incoming wave? What's the guidance for the incoming wave? What's the guidance for the incoming wave of energy, please? What's the guidance for the incoming wave? High Priestess energy. What's the guidance for the incoming wave? What's the incoming wave of energy in the next 7 to 10 days or for the next few weeks? What is Gemini going to be connecting with? What energies, what activities will Gemini be connecting in with, please? What energies and activities will Gemini be connecting in with? What energies will Gemini be connecting in with? One more here. What energies will Gemini be connecting in with, please? What energies will Gemini be connecting in with? Please help me clarify the death energy here. Please help me clarify the death energy. Please help me clarify the death energy. Please help me clarify the Eight of Cups. Please help me clarify the Eight of Cups. All right. It is 4:23 for the timestamp, and the reading is beginning now for Gemini. Gemini, before I begin, I just want to let you know that the neighbor, I live out in the country, and there's a lot of activity that goes on around here, and the neighbor is using a chainsaw. Hopefully you won't be able to hear that, but if you do, just know that the chainsaw is out, and I have the energy today, and it's Friday, and I need to get these readings done, and I have the energy to do it. The time is right, so I'm working. All right, so this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. if you find yourself fighting or arguing with this reading, or not feeling like unsettled energy, that is your right. You can do that. This reading is for you, but it just may not be your situation this time. So just allow that to be a possibility, Gemini. Okay. But let's go ahead and get started in this now. We have the Sun energy next to the Death energy, next to the Eight of Cups. So Gemini, I mean, we're talking about a period of time here that's been difficult for a group of you. So this is for a group of you that have been through something quite difficult. Either there has been a death in the family, or there has been a death to the way you are thinking in your life, the way you're thinking, the way you're bringing in positivity. There has been a change. There's been a change in some kind of a situation here that has been a way of thinking or a way of believing in the past. There's been a complete change. So you're working now with the King of Wands in reverse. You're working now to bring in a new situation for yourself. So what used to be the Sun energy, what used to be what you built your life on, or what you built your optimism on, or what you felt was healthy in your life, you have now gone through. So this for you could have been a bigger time frame. This could have been a series of years here that we're talking about. When we have the Sun next to the Death energy, this talks about a major transformation in your life. There is new light coming in. There is new healing coming in. There is a new way coming in for you, but you've had to walk away from either a certain you've had to walk away from even a certain illusion that you've had about life, or a certain way you've thought about something. Something major has changed for you in the way that you see yourself, and the way that you see your world around you, and the way you have learned to step out of a situation that has caused, with the Death energy, there's trauma here. All right. Because we don't transform. Usually humans don't transform without tragedy. Without devastation, we usually don't transform. With the Death energy, this is talking about something major coming in here. And it could have been a period of years for you. All right. Because we're talking about major energies with the Sun and the Death. Major energies. Could be a long period of time. You are walking away from something now, changing where you focus your attention, perhaps, changing the people that you're around, perhaps changing a job. Maybe something once gave you a lot of happiness, but there was something major that happened that you had to learn about, that you're walking away from now. Because we have the Nine of Cups we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. And that's the power energy that we see here. So the Nine of Pentacles talks about, it's a singledom kind of energy, not saying that you're leaving a relationship or that you're leaving a marriage. Doesn't have to be that at all, but you're gaining independence in something. You have acquired a very strong interpersonal strength. You have freedom of choice. You have deep wisdom within yourself, that you are self-reliant, that you will be okay as a single individual person, that you have the power, that you have the ability to make decisions for yourself, to live for yourself, to have your own sense of identity. All right. So whatever has come with this Death energy next to the Sun is profound for you. It is you are a new person. All right. You are learning how to be a new person, and you are creating balance for yourself in reality. You are taking action now with the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So we have the Death energy. Let me show you these cards. We have the Sun with the Death. All right. Sun with Death. I don't want to pause too long here because I lose the flow. All right. So I'm sorry, you guys, but this is strong energy that I'm in. I'll lose the flow of the energy, but then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, right? And what is clarifying here is we have this King of Wands in reverse. So working now to bring in a new way of walking, a new way of creating, and taking action in that. So you're doing something. You're actively doing something now. This Death energy, this transformation energy is propelling you forward, and you're taking action in your life. All right. So I just flipped this energy. All right. I flipped it. Now we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So you have this new independent spirit, sense of self. You have this new independent spirit about you with the Nine of Pentacles here. new independent spirit, and you have financial balance or equality in your life. It doesn't have to be exactly financial balance, but it is pentacle energy, which is meaning reality. It's something that you can touch, see, feel, and it's bringing in new equality in for you. All right. So whatever these changes are that you're making, it's taking a lot of personal strength for you to do this, but you have this very deep knowing of your own capacity to be strong in your own life, right? And this walking away, making changes, being in the King of Wands energy and making changes in your world is bringing in equality into your experience that you are living in. All right. So this is a current energy. This is the current wave of energy. Beautiful energies. Difficult? Yes. Transforming? Yes. But are you effective? Yes. You are being effective in this energy, right? You are creating balance for yourself in a real way in this energy. And for some of you, this is about money. When we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, this is about reality and about money for many of you. Again, the way to trade, the way to gain comfort, the way to gain food, the way to have a home, a warm place to rest your head. It all happens through trade. It happens through money. It happens through a way to exchange goods for a service or something. There is a balancing out. And for many of you, this is an improvement in finances for you in the current energy. Or if it's not an improvement in finances, it's an improvement in your reality in some way that you can touch, see, feel, hear, that kind of a way. Something happening for real. All right, so the guidance for the next incoming energy is the High Priestess with the 7 of Swords and the Knave of Pentacles. So we have the Page of Pentacles here that is over the top of the High Priestess and the 7 of Swords. So we are seeing some real indications now of the revisions you're doing in your life bringing in changes. All right. So these changes, these revisions that you're doing in your life with the 7 of Swords, they're not easy. The 7 of Swords is not an easy energy, Gemini. It's not an easy energy with the 7 of Swords. All right. It's an energy of revision. And the revision is done because of the way other people are, the way people have taken from you. Perhaps people are taking your energy. Perhaps people are taking your ideas. Because remember, the swords are thoughts and intellect and clarity of mind, right? Perhaps people have been confusing you. They could be manipulating you. But there is an energy here of revising because of the environment that you're in. Other people around you, third-party situations, whatever it is for you, you are revising that in your life with the 8 of Cups, with the 7 of Swords. You're revising it. You're walking away from what hurts you, what keeps you down, what keeps you diminished. You're walking away. And this is something that you could have put a lot of time and effort into with the 8 of Cups. There's 8 cups here, right? So you could have spent a lot of time with this energy. You could have spent 8-10 years dealing with this situation. Right. And you're finally at the place now where you have the inner strength and you have the financial resources for many of you to begin creating this in a new way. Right. Something changed in your reality. If you're working with a stepchild and you've been dealing with an ex for a very long time, perhaps the child is now 18 or 20 and things have been changing. Right. It doesn't have to be that you're doing all of it yourself, but it could be that the environment is smoothing out for you in some way. We have the High Priestess energy here, which is the energy that you're going to be in the future, right? It's a High Priestess energy. We also have the Queen of Swords here, which is you, Gemini, and I'm in this energy. I am in the Queen of Swords energy. I just finished Aquarius reading, and it was the same way with Aquarius reading too. It's not different here. So Gemini, you're ramping up for a great year, and you really are. And it's this very strong air energy here, the energy of expression, the energy of defense, the energy that's edgy and could be shocking to people. You're in that energy. But I like that the guidance is the High Priestess, all right? So you're going to be in the Queen of Swords energy, but the guidance is the High Priestess energy. All right, let me balance myself now. I just realized I'm just going on with the Queen of Swords. So let me get into the High Priestess energy. This is the guidance. In the next incoming wave of energy, in the next 7 to 10 days, Gemini, you will see some changes in here. Something new is beginning to happen. We have the world energy, right, coming in. So you're having endings and new beginnings starting up for you. All right. We have the High Priestess energy, which is the energy of innate wisdom It's the energy of a silent knowing. The high priestess is an energy of a person. That's an internal energy. The Hierophant is the external community energy, but the high priestess is the internal energy of the Hierophant. So this is about connecting to the divine, knowing what brings you strength and guidance, whatever that is for you, whatever religion that you are in and follow, whatever whatever belief system you have. There is something here that you are finding a lot of solace, wisdom in, and strength in the incoming period of time. So the guidance is for you to remember that of what you know. Remember what you know. Remember to connect in with what brings you strength and alignment. Not everything needs to be said, and if you're not sure how to say it, there is a guidance here as the High Priestess energy to perhaps if you're not sure how to say it, or you have this red flag coming out with, maybe there's something to be said, but you're having this hesitation. If you feel a hesitation, or if you feel the need to say something, but you're not quite sure how to say it, you're not quite sure how to defend it, there are ways you can go about it as a High Priestess, which is the energy of being very careful with words. This is the energy of quiet change. The High Priestess energy is an energy of, it's an energy of, it's kind of hard to reach here, Gemini. It's mixing with this Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess is the opposite of the Queen of Swords. These are kind of opposite energies. This is like water and air. So it's talking about some kind of moderation here as guidance on the Queen of Swords to connect in with who you are. What is this internal knowing? What is really needing to be defended? When do you engage and when do you not engage? Because sometimes for me, this is what I'm being reminded of right now, is my inner voice will say, Jody, do not engage. Do not engage. Right? Do not engage. Do not engage with that kind of behavior. No need to engage. But there are times when we do need to engage. So that's why the Queen of Swords is here. There are times when we do need to speak up. So there's guidance here on the fine line of knowing when to step forward in an active way and when to just hold the line, hold the front. You don't even have to say things sometimes. Sometimes your silence is the most powerful weapon, right? And so there is this guidance here as you move forward in this next period of time, Gemini, and as you revise this, and with a kind of feeling of inner resentment, and that's okay. You can have resentment. Like that is a human emotion. And when we change, sometimes we have to use these human emotions as tools. Without the anger, without the resentment, sometimes we're unable to change. And we just need that little bit of energy to spur us forward. All right, so they're talking about, again, we're going back again, so I don't want to stay too long in the guidance, but the guidance is understand the human emotions, understand that anger, that resentment, and those kind of shadow elements can be useful. It's in managing the shadow. It's in recognizing that it's the shadow and managing it, not saying eliminating the shadow, right? We don't want to put the shadow under the carpet. Like that's not what we want to do. And you've learned that already, but we do want to manage it. We want to manage it in a way that brings in abundance, that brings in success, and that does not cause further destruction, right? So that's the guidance that's here. You are beginning to see changes, Gemini. You are beginning to see good changes that are indications of success here. Maybe not huge, but they're indications of future success, right? And so the guidance here is to learn how to manage the Queen of Swords, right? The Seven of Swords, the anger, the need to defend, the need to stand in front of what you believe in and who you are. It is worth fighting for, Gemini. It is absolutely worth fighting for. You're seeing some beautiful changes in your life, and you have power now, and you have strength now, and you know where you stand, and you know why. Like there is conviction here. It's almost, I want to say, a fact. For some of you, this is a fact. And we have the King of Pentacles here. So it tells me that, like, There is weight behind how you feel, Gemini. There is weight and there is conviction and there is fact behind how you feel, right? Because there is so much conviction and because there is fact and because you are seeing these indications, they're saying to remember that you have the high priestess. Remember you have that bit inside of you that can help you manage the Queen of Swords. All right. So I think in a way, they're not saying manage. They're saying have a friend. So the Queen of Swords, it's almost like you have this other fragment within you, the high priestess energy. Bring that fragment alive now, Gemini, and have that fragment, that high priestess energy fragment, be a friend to the Queen of Swords as an advisor, right? Within yourself, have these dialogues within yourself, because the Queen of Swords must be here at this time, as you well know. She must be here. This is who you are. This is a vital energy that you've been born with so that you can do the work and you can have the life that you're meant to have on this planet. And this is your Queen of Swords energy. This is your expression. This is your voice. These are your words, your ideas, your truth. And they are worth defending. All right? They are worth defending and they are to be defended. Flat out. All right? Hand in hand with the high priestess, knowing when to talk and when not to talk. Knowing what's more powerful, silence or words, right? Knowing that fine line and being in control of that. Not losing control of your anger, not losing control of that, but managing it. That will get you to victory, Gemini. Victory. Victory is sweet, right? Revenge is sweet, but victory is sweet, right? It's a different energy. Can you feel the difference between revenge is sweet and victory is sweet? It's a different, it's a different energy. You're smart, you're fast. I don't need to explain it. I think you know what I mean. We start off in the future energy here with the King of Pentacles. All right. So let me show you these cards now that I'm moving on to a different chapter. Here is the High Priestess and the Seven of Swords. Did I show these to you already? High Priestess, Seven of Swords. And then we have the Page of Pentacles here. Right. That's the guidance. All right. Okay, if I show you the cards midstream, sometimes it stops the word, so please be patient with me, Gemini. We have the King of Pentacles here with the Queen of Swords. So you could be working with a spouse, a lover. You could be working with a boss. The King of Pentacles could be somebody that you're married to, someone that you're in a relationship with, could be a boss, a CEO, someone in the community, a banker, a financial advisor. This is a person that works actively to accumulate wealth. Right? This is the King of Pentacles here. So this could be someone who manages an estate, someone who manages the household income, someone who looks at the bigger picture of your home and your property and takes action to keep it well maintained. The King of Pentacles helps to take care of and maintain what is within his holdings, which are his family, his properties, his money. He works on his long-term financial picture, right? He takes action in that way. So you could have someone here that you're dealing with, a spouse, a business owner, a boss, someone here that is this is a person, I think for many of you, this is a person rather than an energy. King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. There's pain here around this situation. There's pain around the situation. So the Ten of Swords is here attached to the King of Pentacles. So there is pain here. And there's a reason why you have to be in this defensive energy. King of Pentacles, there's pain with the Ten of Swords. What I like about the Ten of Swords is coming to an end. But this has been painful. And we have the Star in reverse flipped over. King of Pentacles. Whoa, that's Ten of Wands. Okay, we're not kidding here. Ten of Wands. Eight of Swords. Yeah, we're not kidding. So around this King of Pentacles, whatever this is, if this is a spouse, if this is a lover, if this is a father, if this is a boss, there has been a lot of pain because we have the Ten of Swords with the Ten of Wands. All right, you have felt quite alone in this, and this has been really painful. So this is the worst of the worst here, Gemini. For some of you, this is the worst of the worst. What's beautiful about this is it's at the 10. Like someone who's pregnant, like, you know, you're pregnant, but you know that there's a due date, right? And you get to the due date and it can be really freaking painful during the labor. But once a labor is done, like you're at the end, that's kind of what's coming out here with the 10 energies, 10 of swords and the 10 of wands. So you've been under someone else's control. You have been managing, you have been the puppet for someone else. You have been managing too many things, Gemini, too many things. You're tired, you're depleted, you've been betrayed. We do have the 8 of swords here. So there could have been a time where you just didn't know how you were going to get out of this, you know, and this could have been for both of you too. But there is something new coming in here. There's something new with, maybe this is freedom for you. Maybe it's a new job or a new relationship. There's something new here with the Ace of Wands. All right. There's something new with the Ace of Wands, some new doorway. You could be opening it yourself, Gemini. You could be opening this doorway yourself. And you're doing it in your own Gemini energy. Again, we have this Gemini energy with the Queen of Swords here. We have the Queen of Swords moving in the energy of Gemini. So what this tells me is you're pulling out all of your energy. You're using all of your energy now with this King of Pentacles. All of your energy here. All right. So there could be anger here. There could be truth. It could cut. It could hurt. You could be intimidating. You could be very intimidating as the Queen of Swords, but there's something here that needs to be done. There's actions that need to be taken here, and you're moving forward very quickly, very powerfully in your full truth with the Knight of Swords. All right. Again, we have the Queen of Swords here. So this is your energy. I've already talked about the Queen of Swords. There's something you're defending. There's a truth here that you're standing in front of. And it is connected with this King of Pentacles. Definitely connected with this King of Pentacles. Let me just pull out an energy here with the Queen of Swords. Woo! It's just powerful. You have a lot. You know what? That's why they're bringing the High Priestess energy, a reminder of what absolutely needs to be said and what can wait. Because when I go to shuffle right now in the Queen of Swords, like, these cards are alive. Okay, they're alive right now. I'm not even sure what's going to come out here. But all of these energies want to talk. They all want to talk. And we have the Page of Wands. There's new passion. There's new strength. There's new fire with the Page of Wands. Passionate message. Passionate messages don't always have to be in love, right? They can be out of anger. They can be out of finally gaining strength to be able to say what you need to be said, you know, with the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's words and messages, but they're passionate. Watch out, King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, 8 of Wands with the Tower. All right, so Tower's in reverse. So either it's about to come or it's already happened. I think for many of you, this Tower has already happened. You've already seen what's happened. You've already felt it. And now there's change and it's coming forward. You're ready now. Whatever this is, you're ready for it. There's this Tower. The Tower's in reverse. For many of you, the Tower already happened. And now there's actions to be taken. And boy, Gemini, when you guys set into action, things get done, don't they? Things get done. Page of Swords. Yeah. All right. So I don't want to stay any more in this energy. We can dig deeper into this in the extended, but we're already at 28 minutes here. So 5 of Cups in reverse. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's difficult, but there has to be a new beginning on this relationship. There has to be a new beginning. There is an ending. There's always an ending before a new beginning. So there is some sort of a new beginning. Oh, did I talk about labor? Oh my gosh. And here is somebody with a big. So again, this is about some kind of major changes coming in here to a commitment, to a home, to a job with the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is any kind of a foundation. It could be a job, could be a project that you're working on, could be a family, could be a commitment, but there is a change here. There's either something new happening or there's something ending. And I think for many of you, there is definitely an ending here. Definitely an ending. Could be a new beginning. Let's see. Let's clarify this world energy. Could be a new beginning. This is a big story, Gemini. This is a really big story. So for some of you, this could go over a couple months period of time. Right? This is a big story here. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. There's an ending to love. And an ending or a new beginning to an energy of love. You will know what this is for you. All right? You will know what this is for you. Five of Swords. There could be a conflict here with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords with the Knight of Cups. Some kind of conflict in love. Some kind of conflict in love. Could be with a Pisces, a Cancer, or Scorpio. Right? King of Pentacles is an earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have another Pisces type energy here. King of Wands is a masculine fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sun is Leo. Death, Scorpio. So we have water and fire here. All right. Let's look at the Four of Wands. Let's look at the Four of Wands energy. Wait, I'm keeping this up. Let's keep these in. I'm going to keep these up. Sorry, I forgot that these were part of my original clarifiers. Let's look at the Four of Wands energy here. Why is the Four of Wands energy? The Devil card just flipped over. Just flipped over. Didn't come out. So there's something here that's toxic or out of moderation. Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles. So there's some kind of disconnection here. There's some kind of ending, or some kind of ending to a love, or Page of Cups. There was no love, or was a lack of love, and there's some kind of ending. There's some kind of an ending here. Finally understanding this disconnection, finally understanding it and making changes here with this commitment that whatever this foundation is, whatever this commitment was, you're finally understanding what's going on and you're saying, no more. This is not enough love. This is not enough inspiration. This is not worth it. Whatever you're gaining from this relationship, it wasn't enough. The equality wasn't there. You were losing far more than you were gaining. And I think you're seeing that here. You're seeing that here and you're making changes. There is a complete ending here for Gemini. All right, ending here. There's an ending here. In the next month or whatever time period this is for you, there is an ending here. All right, so this is for a very specific group of people. If you're happy in your relationship, if you're happy in your job, this reading is not for you. Okay, don't make it into something it is. You will know if this story is for you. You will know. You will know. And I think that you're moving past this sorrow now. It's like something has come in here that's helping you move past this sorrow. So you're no longer looking at you're no longer being caught up by regrets or by thinking it could be different. Something's happened here that you are seeing clearly here that you can move past this situation. It could have been a very controlling situation. The Emperor flipped over. Star, healing, temperance. Something has come forward. You're in your truth now. You're in your truth now and you're ready to create something different for yourself. So you've had this period of healing, or you've had this period of rising up as your own truth here with this Aquarius energy, very much like Gemini, very much you, Gemini. You're rising up in your truth. You're being your eccentric self and you're working to create a new future. You're alchemizing your future is what you're doing here with temperance energy. You're is that even a word? I'm getting tripped up on myself. You know what I mean. You're creating it. You're manifesting it now in your own truth. And you're moving forward from what you thought it could have been, or what you thought you could have done differently, or what the other person could have done differently. It's like this energy is cleaned out now. It's clearer now. It's not as confusing. It's not as powerful as it used to be, this Five of Cups energy. Being connected to the past and having sadness and remorse and frustration and hurt from the past. It's like this energy is cut. It's changed. And that's what we see in the near future for you. And you're moving forward into something with an ending of something. And with every ending of something comes a new beginning. All right, Gemini, I am going to move into the extended now. I'm going to look deeper into some of these energies, and then we're going to take the situation out into the future for you to see what's here in the future for you in the next year or so. And we'll use the dowsing rods to look at when these big time milestones happen for you as the reading comes out on the table. All right, the link to that is below for those of you who are interested in the extended. For those of you that find this to be helpful, that makes me happy. There's no need to go to the extended if you are satisfied with this. That makes me happy. In the extended, I'll just look deeper and then move out into a second reading for those of you interested in what happens in the future. All right, thank you very much, Gemini. As always, it is a pleasure to read for you.